Hello everyone, we're looking at the F4U-1A Corsair with the incendiary bomb loadout with the 4X cannons. And I'm going ahead and bomb that area. It's very highly contested. Just like that, took out 7. So if you want to do things just like that, stay tuned. Alright, so we're on Wake Island at the first sector, and I've taken the long route. I'm going to hit these AA guns from their backside. Bravo first, then Alpha. And just like that, took out 3 and took out both AAs. So that's the first thing you want to do. Alright, so these guys are highlighted around the bridge. Going to do circle on circle on the reticles. And took out 2. Going to hit it back because I only dropped 1 incendiary. And same thing, I see another guy highlighted. And I'm going to drop the other one. Alright, and got 3 on that, so not too bad. Going to resupply and head on back. So here's a nice tip for you. The Bravo site of the first sector, right here where I'm going to drop my first incendiary bomb, that little pit area and those trenches, highly contested area, lots of traffic in those areas. So I got 4 off that. Alright, going to head over towards the Bravo area. And yeah, they're highlighted right there and it just disappeared. But they're always camping those little houses. So I'm going to go ahead and hit them.
I like the construction aspect.
And took out 3.
Like theater tech, like being able to like go to Home Depot and get all the supplies you need.
Alright, so I want to hit these group of soldiers over by this bridge over here. I want to take out this AA first, then I'm going to drop the second one. And the reason for it is because, yeah, I got 4 of them, but I got to have some kind of exit plan. Last thing I want is 2 AA shooting at me at the same time. That's just room for disaster. Alright, so we captured the first sector. Over here at the second sector. Now this area with the pillbox in the trenches is always a highly contested area. Lots of traffic. So drop those in there. Cook 2. Let's see. And it says counts as kills, so it got a total of 4. Cool. Something to always keep in mind, there's snipers always on these roofs. Just wing clipped 1. So I mean, if you have gotten the wing clip thing down, you can definitely run over guys all the time. And once you've had a taste of wing clipping, you get addicted to it. And you gotta just do more. I'm gonna wing clip this guy. And oh man, that guy was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh yeah, a double wing clip. Alright, so bombing the hangar can actually be a tricky thing. So I'm going to be a little bit conservative with this. We're going to bomb 1 outside and then 1 on the inside. But notice the holes. You never want to bomb that hangar unless you see holes in it. Otherwise, it's not going to reach the target. And got 3. Sweet. Alright, so there's a few snipers who have gone to the top where the ladder is. So I'm just going to bomb that little area. There's 1, 2... Looks like 3. Alright, cool. I'm going to resupply and I'm going to head right back there. And I'm going to do it again. Alright, so I'm resupplied. And I'm going to hit these guys again. Because I know they're right on top. Let's see. 2, 3. Cool. And I'm going to see about running this guy over. Alright. So if you notice you miss a few, just head on back, wing clip them. So just a little tip for you pilots who may be new to this. Notice right there it wasn't circle on circle, but now it's circle on circle on the reticles. Has to be circle on circle on the reticles in order to make it 100% accurate. Well, in reality, not 100% accurate, but a lot more accurate. If it's not circle on circle, you're never going to get that type of accuracy. Alright, so if you're at the hangar area, the second sector, if you see nobody's on the outside, well, it means on the inside. So I bombed 1 area and then I bombed the other. And the reason for that is I want to cover, for the most part, the whole area and increase my chances of getting some kills. So that was 4 right there, so I spread it out pretty good right there. Alright, so just like earlier, this pillbox area and these trenches have a lot of traffic. So I'm doing 1 in the actual trench pillbox area and the other one on the AA gun. And let's see here. Alright, cool, got 4. Yeah, I'm smoking, but I'm not ranged, gonna resupply and repair. Alright, we're finally on to the third sector. These areas at the start are very contested. Lots of traffic in that area. So got 3 right there. Gonna fly back to base, resupply, and hit again. Oh, there's 4. Cool. Alright, so I've taken the long route because I want to get behind their AA gun. And over here at this tunnel below the runway is a lot of people all the time because they're waiting for our guys to come in there for they can either snipe them or shoot them or whatever. Always hit that area. You're going to get a lot of kills. So right here, I'm going to hit that same area again, but notice I'm hitting it from a different angle. Yeah, I saw a couple highlighted there. In reality, I should have went the long way because I would have increased my chances of getting way more kills and helping the team out a bit more. So after the second sector, the Japanese team loses air support. However, if they have a decent pilot, that pilot may still be up like this one. So I have to take this one out. Alright, took them out. Now they're out of air support. So, you know, something to keep in mind. Pull tab, see how many pilots are listed on the other team. Okay, so we're still at the third sector, and just because you don't see anybody highlighted doesn't mean you don't know where they're at. This area I'm going to show you has a lot of traffic. So right there, I've got 3 in the trenches. Keep that in mind. If they're not highlighted, they're most likely in those trenches. Okay, so we pushed them back, even though we're still at the third sector, but they're pushed back to Bravo. So that little area at Bravo and those little oil silos, barrels, usually have people. So I just bombed that, got 3. And a shout out to all the fans of the channel, long time fans. Shout out to Damon McCarthy. Shout out to Jubes, who recently joined me on Discord. This wing clip's for you. Double wing clip, oh yeah. And shout out to Tendril Cat, who's been coming on our Discord as well. And you're welcome to join if you want to. Alright, so they push us back a little bit, so you want to hit this trench area again, like I mentioned before, and gonna release the flares immediately after to help the team with the spotting. And alright, cool, took out a couple right there. And I'm gonna see if I can strafe any. Alright, cool. Got 1 on that, so I managed to get 3 on that pass, and gonna head back to base and resupply. So just a good rule of thumb is just to pre-fire that little AA gun area there. A lot of times there's a guy on it, so if there was somebody on it and we didn't hit him, it would say enemy suppressed, or we would have killed him. Alright, cool. Got 4 right there. So, good rule of thumb to hit, keep hitting that area. Alright, so I've flown in the long way, hitting them from the back. Right at that tunnel entrance again. Seems like there's a lot right there. Ooh, almost got fleegered. And got 7 off of that, so cool. Gonna resupply and go do it again. Alright, taking the long route again. Gonna hit the entrance. Bottom right there. And oh boy, that's must have been a Kai 147 JB2 that hit that tower. But I avoided it and got 7. Cool. Alright, before I call in this JB2, because I really need to call this in, otherwise it's going to be wasted, I'm going to drop these incendiary bombs at Bravo, at those oil silos. And let's see. Alright. So I got 3. I'm going to circle back around, and I'm actually going to bail out because I need to call this thing in. And the reason why I'm bailing out is because it's just a lot better to get a bird's eye view of the area. It helps increase your chances of being more accurate with that. So I call it right in between right there. And I'm not going to be able to do that being flat on the ground. The angle ain't going to be right. And I'm going to go in here. This is just crazy nuts. Oh man, the sten is just... I think it's a level 0 sten. So it's like inaccurate. Okay, took that guy out. Okay, I gotta move, man. They're gonna be on me like white on rice. Alright, no pun intended. Alright, take this guy out. Oh crap, man, that knocked me flat on my butt. But I got what, 7 on that JB2? Alright, cool. I'm gonna redeploy here soon. Alright, so I'm redeployed. If you see a lot of smoke in those areas in the trenches, think about it. It's medics throwing down their smoke to heal somebody. So with that said, if you see that, you actually want to hit that area with your incendiary bombs and you're going to get somebody, most likely. Alright, still at the final sector. Now I'm not going to hit those trenches. I'm actually going to hit this little warehouse looking thing. So I'm going to hit the little entrance, back entrance, and also on the side. Oh, nice, 6. So that area is pretty cool because you can actually get a lot of kills off of that. Alright, so I'm going to go back after those trenches again.
God damn.
I'm going to bomb that little pillbox area. Should get a few off that. Now I'm doing barrel rolls to avoid fleeger fouls on that.
That
So
guy ate his Wheaties this morning.
So I got 4 off that. So not bad.
Hey,
So I gotta go with what works.
take your shot of sake.
Oh, I ain't taking no shot of sake. I'm on a Japanese team. Maybe a shot of scotch. BMF 214 Black Sheep Squadron style, right? Alright, so got a few off that on that entrance to the pillbox. Oh, and one more.
Nice, keep
Nice.
pasting him.
Alright, I think they're on me, so I'm going to hit them from a different angle. Same little area, that warehouse entrance, back entrance area. Alright, cool, 5. I will take it. Okay, so still final sector. I'm going to hit that pillbox entrance, those trenches. Gonna do a few barrel rolls, release that flare, helps the team, you know. And if you think about it, the flame goes through the trenches and into the pillbox area. Alright, gonna hit this pillbox area from a different angle. Oh man, they're really trying to flavor. But I managed to get a few, okay, 2, but this thing's still burning. I think I'm gonna get 1 more, maybe 2 more. Okay, 1 more, cool. Alright, so we're gonna hit that area right there, the trenches, pillbox. This time I'm gonna actually go where this black smoke is. Just ball up and down because fleegers are out to get me. Alright, I've flown in through the back way of Iwo Jima on this first sector. I'm actually gonna hit that little smoke area because most likely that is a medic trying to heal his teammate. Alright, and just like that, we're ready at the second sector. Now, see those trenches right next to A site? Lots of traffic. So I'm going to strafe that, and I'm going to drop World War II napalm incendiaries. And ooh, look at that, 6 kills right off of that. Alright, so there's this Type 10 over here by A site. And drop 2 incendiaries, circle over circle on the reticles. Alright, cool. Got 3 off of that. Actually, make that 4. Alright, so I'm actually going to go after that Type 10 again, because I've got a feeling that they're trying to repair it. Yep. There's a few guys on it. Cool, it's about 3. So, yeah, a lot of times they try to repair it and get it operational again. Okay, we're still at the second sector. But this time I'm going to hit this B bunker. I'm going to bomb that area right at the entrance, back entrance. And here's why. So just like that, got 3, and the reason for it is there's always some guys trying to snipe people from a distance inside that bunker. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and bomb this AA gun, line it up, circle, and this entrance to the bunker. Gotta climb. Oh man, I have 19 health left, but hey, gotta hit that emergency at the right time. Okay, this time at Bravo's site, I'm gonna hit these guys on the outside, and I'm gonna hit the guys on the inside, hoping that flame's gonna pass through on the inside. And it looks like maybe got like 1 on the outside and maybe a couple on the inside, so that worked out. Alright, scanning over Bravo.
Wow, I'm a potato. I was like, oh, we have Baker, because Baker's the red objective. Totally spaced there.
And actually, I'm gonna go after this Zero. Show you guys what the 4X cannons can basically do, even without the high explosive rounds. It's really good. You actually have better visuals, I guess you could say. It's a lot easier to follow.
Yeah, you gotta get him before he emergency repairs.
Oh, don't worry, I got him. Alright, cool. But Max, bruh, you know only how to wing clip on like maps like Wake Island. You would never wing clip on any other map. Oh yeah, watch this. There's a wing clip for you. Oh yeah. Okay, just like earlier, I'm gonna hit these trench area next to A site. And cool, took out 3. And that flicker faster is way off, which is just fine by me. Alright, trying to strafe. Ain't hitting anything. It's probably just going right over their heads because of the trench area. So I'm just gonna bomb both areas this time. Trenches and also by the other bunker. And cool, got 4 off of that. Alright, just making sure nobody's on AA. Gonna hit that area again, just like I did before. Gonna hit that little smoke area, probably a medic trying to kill somebody. And that worked out, so sometimes you just gotta go with what you know, even if it's the same thing twice. Alright, so we're over here at the 3rd sector, which is A site. Gonna hit these trenches, because there's usually a lot of traffic in there. Oh, cool, got 3. So just like the previous sectors, lots of traffic in trenches. Alright, so I'm gonna hit this AA gun, drop it right on him, and then I'm gonna hit this other area, and I should manage to get at least a couple. Alright, got a couple. Gonna go back, try to resupply. Oh wait, looks like somebody else is burning. Sweet, 3. Oh, is somebody else burning? Yep, awesome, 4. Okay, I'm gonna line up the reticles on this little red spot right here, and then this other one. Oh boy, almost got it figured. So right there, you know, it's a perfect example of which I should have flew at a higher altitude than dropping that, mainly to avoid fluker. But I made it. All right, gonna head right in. Gonna try to strafe these guys right here, since I'm out of incendiaries. And since I wasn't, I decided to run a guy over. So there you go. And we took the sector. Alright, so we're over here at the 4th sector, and since I had a taste of wing clipping that guy from the previous sector, I'm gonna go try to wing clip this AA gun. Because you know what? They need to know what it feels like. Alright, so just because I don't see anything highlighted, I do see these little white dots, beige dots, look like little ants. And that means there's somebody there.
Take control of that objective.
Cool. There was a few people there. So, that works. Alright, I'm gonna bomb this AA. It looks like there's a tank there too. So, let's see what happens. And a vehicle destroyed. Notice that wasn't stationary destroyed, so I actually destroyed the tank with only 1 HP left on that thing. Best. Jeez. Alright, so going after A site again. Looks like there's a few directly on top. Gonna hit it. Circle over circle, reticle, reticle.
Let's take control of that
Alright, cool.
objective.
Got 3. That works. Gonna head back. Just drop that right at A site again. Same spots before. And, ooh, nice. Got 5 on that. Alright, time for a little bit of dogfighting. I'm headed right out to this Zero. I'm going to use my 4X cannons. They're not high explosive cannons, but you know what? It's really easy to follow the pattern for it. So start off the 4X cannons, finish them off with the 2X light machine guns. But these 4X cannons, the pattern on it's pretty nice. Just got to stay way ahead of the shot. Like right there. You know, it can be kind of hard, especially if you're pulling up. If you get ahead of it, not too bad. And it's a little bit of the whole back and forth method, you know. Switching from 4X to the 2X light machine guns. He's almost done for. Cool, got him.
Objective Able is under enemy control. Few of our soldiers remain.
Oh man, I wish I had some incendiaries right here. But that's alright, got a headshot on one of them. But man, if I did, I would have got a whole bunch right there. Alright, looks like there's a 0 in our main base area. Gonna get rid on his 6. He wants to bob and weave. That's a good method, you know. If you got a guy on your 6, you want to do as much as you can to try to survive. Bob and weave, you don't want to just keep flying straight. So, at least he's gonna make it interesting for me. Switching to my force cannons. Alright, took him out. Gonna scope the area, see if there's any more zeros around.
And I'm dead. It's stupid because there were like 3 tanks right on top of the Baker. Like, people weren't pushing, so we couldn't get to them.
And it looks like there is right here, so I'm going to engage him. 4X cannons, stay ahead of the target a little bit. Looks like I got him smoking.
It's like they're all
finish him
sitting
off.
on top of the Baker. And it's like all we gotta do is go in.
Okay, finish him off as well. Completely out of the 4X.
Yeah, spawning in
I got
ground. Not gonna
his
get a
light
chance to
machine guns now.
grab a plane if we lose the tickets. It's like, I'll admit, these guys are holding on by their fingernails, so it's gonna be close.
Trying smoking, gotta finish him off before this images repair. Come on. He's almost done. Oh man, come on. Alright, got him. That's 3 right there. Alright, flying over the 6th and final sector. I gotta get rid of these squad requisition points. I'm gonna bail out. I'm gonna try calling. Never mind. I was gonna try calling JV2. Took out 5 right there. Dang, Fleeger fast.
Works for a lot of
New
things.
Gen Z turret.
So this 6th and final sector,
Yeah, it's just a me term.
not Sarabachi.
Weird.
You can actually get a lot of kills here if you're lucky. I mean, 3 better than none, but sometimes you can get a lot of kills on there. Oh man, our guys are really pushing up on that. I'm gonna try getting some support. Drop these incendiary bombs right on there. I think they're about to cap it. Let's see how many I get. Alright, 3, I'll take it. And heck yeah. Yeah, major victory. Got all 6 sectors. Look at that. Good old American flag on that Sarabachi. Okay, so we're at the start of the first sector of Pacific Storm on breakthrough. Going after this 0. Shot it down. Head on over here. Gotta watch out for the AA. Drop 1 there on that smoke. It's probably a medic or something. And cool, got 3. So total of 4 right off the bat. Nice way to start off the sector. And of course, gotta thank my guys on the AA. Heading back over to Bravo's site. Gonna line my reticles up on that, and also on that little smoke area. And man, I swear, that theory of bombing smoke areas works out great. Usually there's people there, always. So over by Alpha, there's usually people right in those trenches over by the A site. They're usually on Fliegerfaust. Alright, cool, got 3. Yeah, no kidding, they're usually on Fliegerfaust and they're waiting for planes to fly by, so cool. So I'm gonna straight this Type 10 with their fork scanners. I'm gonna drop incendiary bombs. I'm gonna hit this nipple hut as well. I got 4 off of that, so that was a nice run. Awesome. Alright, this area looks like it's pretty red on the highlight. Cool, got 3 on that. Resupply, head on back. Yeah, ooh. I'm gonna bomb this area again like earlier in front of Nickel Hut. Alright, cool, got 3 off of that. These AA guns are really helping out. So with that said, I'm gonna engage this 0. And awesome, finish them off. With AA, these are most of the paramount, so I'm thanking for that. Let's say there's a lot of infantry right in these trenches at A. I'm also going to hit that Type 10 right behind it, or back to base. And oh boy, nice. 5 on that pass. Sweet. Alright, it's gotten dark, but it looks like that Type 10 was lit up, so I'm going to hit that, and I'm going to hit this area over here at A site. Alright, cool. 3 on that pass. So, you know, sometimes you don't have to hit 2 incendiary bombs at the same target, but sometimes it does help. Alright, so just because you don't get any flares to help highlight the area, trust me when I say there's a lot of people usually right up in that area right there. So, and knowing that, you know, the medics, for instance, throwing smoke down, yeah, you're gonna get them. So just like before, we're gonna hit the area like right directly behind it. Oh, sweet, got 5 off that. So you gotta, you know, keep in mind that the area behind that beachhead is where they spawn in. Okay, wow, there's a lot lit up. I'm gonna drop 1 in one area, and then the second at the beachhead, bobbing and weaving up and down. Avoid Fleeter Faust. We got 3 off of that, still burning. Might be able to get 1 or 2 more. We'll have to see. Alright, cool. Got 1 more. Total of 4. Cool. Alright, so don't let anybody convince you that in order to dogfight while you're playing as the Americans, that you have to have F4U-1C and that the A won't do it and you can only bomb. Simply not true. The Forks cannons really help. You just switch back and forth. Oh man, they're defending the crap out of Bravo. Look at that. 2 armor, bunch of infantry, plus a Type 10. I should be able to get at least 4, maybe 5. Alright, 4. I'll take it. Maximus, bruh, all you do is bomb and you never strafe. Yeah, well, watch this. 1 headshot. And another headshot. Alright, thank God it's daylight again. Let's hit this beachhead. Gotta avoid the AA. Shut down the other one, that's too bad. But I'm in safe area to resupply. Got 4 off of that. Gonna head on back. I'm gonna bomb this beachhead real quick. Oh, there's a 0. Only got 1, but that's okay. Gonna head up to the 0. Gonna use my 4X cannons because they're just awesome against enemy aircraft. Dang, I gotta finish this guy off. Alright, got another 0 on my 6. I'm gonna do a wing dip. It causes me to slow down dramatically fast, and it forced him to crash because he got greedy. Alright, going after this 0. I'm gonna use the 4X cannons. Almost out of ammo with it, and got 15 more rounds left. And right here, I am not accelerating at all. I am trying to go with the pace of the 0s because they can outmaneuver me anytime they want. So a lot of times the pilots like to fly really slow to go in a stall. I know that, so I had to go really slow myself. Oh, great, I got another 0 on my 6. I'm gonna see about doing either a stall or a wing dip here. Yep, gonna do a wing dip. I gotta be careful here because I can stall myself. Constantly looking at 6 deck, I end up crashing. Alright, gonna go engage this 0. Cool. Didn't get the slow burn, just blew up. I actually prefer that when it's on the AA gun because that way they can't just keep shooting at me. Now I don't know what's up with these pilots just crashing all the time. Alright. Really need ammo, so I'm gonna hit that real quick.
Now control the sector. Good job.
Always good habit just to, you know, hit that, of course release the flares.
The attack into
Alright,
the
more
next
zeros are
sector.
up. Not gonna engage him. Gonna engage the guy in the back because I don't want anybody on my 6. So I'm gonna engage him now. And just like, you know, before, these work out really well in a dive while you're on their 6 because of the rate of fire of the Forks cannons. And look at that, he's down. I didn't see any other planes. Do the same thing. He's probably gonna go in and dive. Yep, he's going in and dive. Only thing is I'm out of my ammo of the 4X cannons, so I'm gonna bomb this area real quick. And I'm just gonna see if I can finish him off with my light machine guns. I did. Gonna engage him. Gotta play kind of cool because yeah, I have like about 500 rounds of light machine gun. But if any of his buddies come by to help him, I may end up running out of ammo. And am I going to be lame and hit him? Nope, I'm not like that. I'm going to do the honorable thing. At least give him a chance to fly away. Unwritten rules, I guess you could say, amongst pilots. And at first, it's going to take some getting used to lead the target with these things because the bullets just they don't shoot as fast, I should say, as the light machine guns. So you gotta, you know, get that down, the timing, and you gotta lead the target way out in front. But once you get used to that, oh man, when it collides with the plane, it just rips them apart. It really hits hard. And nothing like being in a dogfight while you got a guy on your 6. So I really need to finish this guy off quick and then figure something out. Alright. So I'm going to do some evasive maneuvers. Alright, we're at the start of the second sector. And it's dark again. I'm going to go after this 0 over here. Of course, cannons. Apparently that 0 must have peeled off or something. That's fine. 2 more 0s here. Now key is, notice I'm taking the one in the very back. I did not engage the one in the front. The reason for that is I don't want to have to be in a dogfight and have the other 0 on my 6. So heading after this one. And you know, if you could get used to it, of course you want to bomb and then also dogfight. I mean, might as well if you're on the target. Alright, so that ripped right through him. Got this 0 on my 6, gonna hit my rear view near him a bit. Gonna try to wing dip first. So I guess the other pilot crashed. Now I got this guy who just took off on my 6. I'm gonna try to do either a stall or possibly wing dip again. Or actually, you know what? I might just make him try to fly over me. Yep. He flew past me because I went too slow. So that's another thing you want to do that's defensive that really works out great. Okay, took him out. Notice I didn't go after that other one beforehand because I was afraid that the other guy would have been on my 6 if I weren't for the guy on the right. So but I didn't do that. So Battlefield has always been known as a team-based game. Yeah, I want to get the kills right here, but I gotta release those flares, and here's why. See how that lights up? Look at that. And that lights it up not just for me, the rest of the team. It's just a great thing. You always want a flare. And not only that, look how many points you get. Sometimes when you're strafing, you end up missing. And you end up running a person over just like that. That was not planned, but hey, I'll take it. Alright, gonna try to strafe these guys down here. Nothing. And another accidental wing clip. You know, sometimes that's just the way it is. Alright, so we're at the start of the 3rd sector, and there is an icon for a Type 10. So when you see those icons, and using the flex cannons, just shoot slightly below it, you'll actually hit the target as far as away as your aircraft carrier. So while I see a highlight right here, I'm going to drop these bombs. There's always people in an area, and it's because they're just waiting for people to come across the bridge. They like to snipe from that area, or you know, medics like to hang out and kill the snipers. So nothing's really highlighted here, but the other plane's just shooting the crap out of that little area. So I too am going to hit that area, because if he doesn't hit his targets or kill him, I probably will be able to finish him off, so that's what I'm doing.
Lots of children in the chat this morning.
And that's why I keep the chat hidden on my screen, because I don't care for all that toxic chat and toxic people. Alright, so 1-0 down. Gonna engage this other one I just saw.
Now control the sector. Good job.
Alright, cool. We just taken the 3rd sector. We just gotta clear this so we can push forward to the 4th one. Gonna engage this 0. Cool, got him. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys a cool tip here. As soon as you get the 3rd sector, you want to pre-bomb the 4th sector AA gun. Just like this. Alright, so I pre-bombed him. Okay, so we're at the start of the 4th sector, and there's usually only about 1 AA up.
Looks like they got 2 planes up.
Okay, that's fine.
One of them has rockets.
Ooh, he has rockets. So what? That's alright. So I'm actually going to take out this plane, and then since I remember, yeah, see that AA? So I'm going to go behind this mountain volcano thing, and I'm gonna use the smoke cover, believe it or not. And as soon as I get repaired, I'm gonna go through the smoke cover, and I'm going to hit this AA gun from behind,
Down, that's one of
right here. Keep strafing it as much as I can, and take out 2 right in there. Cool. Alright, I'm going to take out this 0 as quick as I can, because I have a feeling that the AA probably has somebody on it. Alright, gonna head over to the AA. Gonna drop only 1 incendiary on it. And cool, took out 2. Alright, I'm going to hit this entrance area next to Alpha. And not bad, 3. Alright, Tendril, you got a guy on your 6. I'm gonna come engage, try to bob and weave as much as you can. I'm using my 4X cannons. Still on your 6. Tendril, got a bob and weave now. Don't worry about it. Alright. He's down.
I got another one on my 6.
Alright, well, as Mrs. Doubtfire said, help me on the way!
Nice, thank you very much.
Alright, got him off you too. Not a problem. You don't mess
Just
with
wish
my
I could
wingman.
provide the same stellar service.
It's all good. It's been nice being able to go after your targets together and stuff like that, so no worries. Alright, looks like there's a 0 way
Yep,
up ahead.
saw him.
And I got 1 on my 6.
He's after you.
Alright, roger that. Gonna do some evasive maneuvers here. And try to maybe make him
Trying to
stall
drive
or do a wing dip. Alright, thanks, appreciate that.
We must seize the objective here.
I see.
Well, he must have went to engage somebody else, so I'm gonna try to go after this pilot right here. Which would be over technically 4 sector.
Zero on my 6.
Okay, sweet. 0 on your 6? Crap. Alright, where are you at? Oh, wait, I think I see where you're at. Oh, you're way out there by our main, alright. Help me on the way! Hang in there, buddy. I only got 17 health, but I'm coming. I'm repairing while I'm getting there. Bob and weave, do whatever it takes to get him off you. Alright, I'm here. Alright, man. Hang in there. Alright, gonna nail this sucker. Come on. Yeah, got him.
Nice.
You don't. Thanks. You don't mess with a winner, tendril cat. You don't mess with my wingman.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I want the
yes.
winter tendril cat. You can't
shoot
handle
down the
winter
tendril
tendril cat.
That's the objective. Capture it.
I got excited there for.
Alright, we're over here at this final sector. I'll take out this 0. I have a guy on my 6. Yep, he's right on me. Gotta do the wing dip here. And just like that, look at that. Almost made myself stall, but man, I want to talk about throwing the anchor out in mid-air. Now, instead of him being on my 6, I'm on his 6. And that right there, my friends, is the art of the wing dip. Try it, practice it, live by it as a pilot. It will help you out in so many jams. This guy must have some sort of high altitude package because we are way up here. I'm going to call it right now. He's got an A6M2 with the high altitude package. And this is throwing my reticles off. It's not going to be accurate. I'll be lucky if I hit anything. I'm just going to drop it. Probably should have saved it. But I didn't get nothing out of that. I'm going to see about diving down here and doing another wing dip. Ooh, look at that. Let's see if he flies over. Oh, gotta pull up, gotta pull up. Where's he at? There he is. Remember, he's the pilot with the pink bottom. I'm gonna go right after him. Yeah, it's definitely him with the pink bottom. Okay, got him. We are way, way up here though. Oh crap, my plane's gonna stall, and there's an AA back there. Oh boy. Alright, somebody else must have got him. Well, whoever it was, thank you. I'll repair, and I'm gonna head back to base. Alright, this is a couple guys high. 2 headshots there, or 1 I should say. Alright, cool. It's about 3 on the stroke man, not bad. Okay, still at the final sector. We gotta get something going on. We're running out of time. Alright, that's an assault. He might have figure files. Ooh, took him out, headshot. And gonna take out the Zero if I can. That didn't take much. AA must have hit him. Cool. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching today's episode. You are now at the specialization segment of today's episode for the F4U-1A Corsair. This is actually volume 4 of my library for the Corsair. So let's take a look at my specialization tree. And of course it starts with the top left, the 4X 20mm cannons. And then I drop it down to the engine upgrade. And I'm just going to spend a moment to explain why you want to do the engine upgrade compared to having the 4X 20mm explosive cannons. Now, I do realize that explosive cannons have higher splash damage compared to just the regular 4X 20mm cannons, but the thing is, in order to help you pull off these maneuvers, or I should say defensive maneuvers against the Japanese Zeros, you really need the engine upgrade. And the reason for that is if you have a Zero on your 6, for instance, and you're doing the wing dip and you're cutting through the water and you're trying to come out of that, if you don't have the engine upgrade, it's going to make it a lot harder for you to successfully complete those type of maneuvers. Yeah, there's going to be pilots who can, pull it off and so on, but something to consider is, if the enemy pilots are shooting you, or doing any damage to your plane, it makes it that much harder. So highly recommend the engine upgrade. It's not just to make your plane faster, it has all to do with pulling out these maneuvers, believe it or not. Alright, so on a third tier, I went with the fin barrels instead of going with the 15% field repair. And the main reason for it is you're still getting the emergency repair, which is over here. It's just that you really need the fin barrels because on the 4X 20mm cannons, those things overheat real quick. They don't overheat as much as, of course, you know, the LMGs. But you're still going to get 2X LMGs up here. And the only time you should really be switching to the 2X LMGs, of course, is if you run out of ammo, like you saw in some of my clips, or your 4X cannons have actually overheated. Then, of course, you would switch to that. Main thing with this, like you guys saw in some of those dogfights, you want to get on the 6 of your enemy, and hopefully you're in a dive, because the rate of fire and that pattern works out so much better in a dive on a 0 compared to most other angles, I should say. So that's just something to keep in mind. And then next, I went with the, of course, the 2X incendiary bombs. That's the whole purpose of this episode, this video, this loadout, is to have this. Of course, you're not going to be able to destroy tanks. Yes, there was that one clip on Iwo Jima in which I got lucky and I actually blew up a tank with this. I guess I dropped a couple on the AA, but there was also a tank right there and it hit it. The only reason why I was able to destroy that tank is because it was at probably critical, like 99% damage. And of course, if you drop one of these and it hits the tank, it will actually take off 1 HP. So, I mean, only in circumstances like that you're going to be able to take out the tanks. In a ideal situation, if you happen to have a wingman, for instance, you know, ideal situation would be he has a F4U-1A Corsair, let's say the 2X rockets. They do a lot more damage, of course, than the 8X, and works a lot better against heavy armor, for instance. Well, he goes after the armor, you go after the infantry. It's a really good combo setup. Or, for instance, let's say he has another F4U-1A Corsair, and he's got, like, for instance, the 500-pound bombs or the 1,000-pound bomb. So you're always going to run into people in your squad that are going to say, hey, take out these tanks, and they just assume you could take out the tanks because you're in an airplane. Well, you also got to let them know that, you know, your loadout is, of course, for infantry. So, you know, some people are going to get frustrated with that, but they can get over themselves. Anyway, on with the next tier. Definitely go with the flares compared to the improved resupply. It's just, it pairs so nicely with it. You know, for instance, you know, you drop your load on a target, for instance, was it Pacific Storm, first sector, A site, the trenches. There's a high amount of traffic always in that area, for instance, right? So, you know, you drop your incendiary bombs, you start seeing the hit indicators go off, immediately hit your flares, because if you have a pilot behind you, of course, he's going to appreciate that you know, lit up the area where he can, you know, hit those targets easy. You'd want him to do it for you, why not do it for him? And knowing that, it helps your team, because of course they see all those targets on the ground, and as you guys have seen, it's a lot more than just, you know, you getting the kills. It will combo off of the points you already have, instead of just, you know, finishing your flyby with only, let's say, a couple hundred points. You're now finishing your flyby with what? Like over 1,000 points. You guys see me get like way over 1,000 points many times. So you can do the same. Flares help out your team, and everybody ends up loving you for it. Yes, drop your flares. And just because a few people can shoot down flares, they're gonna shoot down all the flares. So, you know, yeah, keep flaring by all means. And then last, the improved control surfaces. You don't even want to go with the radar package. If you're new to my channel and you're learning how to fly, don't go with the radar package. You know, you're not really going to need it. You should be able to see quickly in the sky, like what aircraft are up and so on. So with that said, you want to go with the improved control surfaces, and the main reason for it is you want to be able to compete, of course, with the Japanese Zero. And of course, you know, that's one of the most maneuverable planes in the game, whether they have the A6M2 variant or they have the A6M5 variant. Either or, if you want a fighting chance, you got to have this as the final part of your specialization tree. It just helps so much with the maneuverability. For instance, you saw me many times, you know, I'm on the 6 of, you know, enemy pilots. They're flying the zeros, and you know, I'm able to kind of keep up with them, or they're trying to do the stall, and I wouldn't be able to do those maneuvers if I didn't have the improved control surfaces. Maybe half the time I would be able to, but who wants to do that? So it's not even a consideration. You definitely want to go with the improved control surfaces. So I would say there you have it for the most part with my specialization tree. Just a few more tips I'd like to mention to you guys. For instance, Wake Island. You know, once that first sector starts, you have two options that you can do. You can either first make a beeline to the enemy airfield. As they take off, you can engage with the enemy pilot. I would not recommend that if both pilots are spawned, that you go after the first pilot that you see. Because think about it, if you engage him first, that second pilot who just spawns right after is now going to be on your 6, and they're just going to mow you down, especially with the combination of AA. So if you time it right, go after the pilot that spawns up second. You'll be on his 6, you finish him off, then you finish off the other pilot, save your bombs, then hit through the backside, right? Go to B sector, drop your bomb there, take out the AA gun, go to A sector, drop your bomb there, and then of course your team will love you for doing it because you should be dropping off flares. Another tip would be Iwo Jima, the trenches, like you guys have seen. That's always a high traffic area. Even if you don't see any flares up and you don't see anybody spotted and so on, drop your flares. Of course, it helps the team, but if you can't drop your flares, go after those trench areas. I would definitely say second sector by the A site bunker. That's a high traffic area. Those guys are usually in those trenches, so even if you don't see them, go ahead and drop your incendiary bombs there. You're more than likely going to get anywhere from 2 to 3 or more on the kills. And then of course, you know, any bunker on the Iwo Jima that's on the outside areas, drop your bombs at the entrances and the exits, because you have people who are in there trying to shoot out of those pillboxes. I should say pillboxes, those bunkers, and out into the field. And what will happen is the flame will go through, and it kind of like sweeps through. So another tip, you know, this doesn't matter what map it is, whether it's, you know, Pacific Storm or the other Pacific maps. When you go into a dive with the incendiary bombs, you don't want to just dive straight immediately down like, you know, somebody dropping a pencil out of the sky and it's gonna, you know, land straight down. No, you want to come in an angle while you do that, especially at the trenches. Think about it this way: your incendiary bombs should be dropping down like you have a broom, and you're sweeping through from right to left, right? So it's going to be passing through the trenches, and then hopefully through a few people that happen to be like in a pillbox, for instance. So and the same goes for the, you know, the other angle, if it's left to right or right to left. So never perfectly straight down. And then I would say last, another tip would be, you know, on Iwo Jima, if you happen to be at the 5th sector where those artillery emplacements are for the Japanese, don't try to drop incendiary bombs in that area. Your reticle is going to immediately switch. It's kind of a weird thing, and you're not going to actually hit the targets. I would highly recommend just doing strafing runs through there, but keep in mind, you know, if you get too close, those Type 10s will actually take you out or blow you out of the sky, or Fliegerfausters. So you gotta really be careful with that. Keep your distance. So, and then of course, last, I should say, the last part was last, and this is last. But nonetheless, dogfighting with this. As you guys have seen, you know, everybody has this attitude that, you know, in order to dogfight against a Zero, you have to have a F4U-1C. It's not true at all. The 4X cannons work absolutely great. You just got to get your timing down. You got to lead your target enough, and you'll see for yourself. Once you get that timing down and you lead the target, where you see the pattern hitting the target. It hits really hard, and this whole theory that you have to have explosive cannons is not true. If anything, you have very good visual recoil, and what I mean by that is you're actually seeing the 4X cannons, the pattern of where they're going, a lot easier compared to the explosive damage, the 4X high explosive rounds, I should say. So, well, anyway, that's it for the specialization tree. Would love to hear what you guys think about this particular loadout, and hopefully it serves you well. This, incendiary bomb loadout is absolutely great. It's fun, and I know I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys will as well. So, I know this was kind of a long episode, but I haven't done a video probably in almost a month because I had issues with my microphone and so on. So, with that said, thanks again for watching today's episode, guys, and with that also said, we will see you on the next one.